Hello, everybody. This is my first ever video. Pleasure to meet all of you guys. You probably do not know who I am after all this is. If you somehow managed to stumble upon across this channel. This is a channel that you can only find within the depths of YouTube. Anyway, you may know me as John Undertale, or the Undertale guy, for I know anything Undertale, and everything Undertale. Anyway, I am the Undertale nerd. Kind of. Anyway, so you could say some of my knowledge was, as a human being, of course, my knowledge is there's going to be stuff I'm obviously going to forget. But I know, mostly, a lot, about Undertale. Anyway, this video has been something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. A tier list. I know. I'm pretty stupid. Anyway, I've been wanting to do a tier list, so I'm gonna do one. This is gonna be ranking some soundtracks, and most of these videos you're gonna hear from me are going to be about ranking soundtracks. Mostly Undertale soundtracks, and maybe other video game soundtracks as well. Now, I'm no music guy, but I definitely know how music makes you feel when it comes to games like Undertale. Excuse me. Anyway, let's move on. So, we are going to be ranking the soundtrack of an OST known as Dusttrust QUIETUS, which is created by X Productions. Now, this is a take on Dusttrust, known for it to be very SP Dusttale related, which if you don't know what SP Dusttale is, you should look it up yourself. I'm not going to fully explain that. There's also a video I will link in the description that explains what it is. And I'll also link a video that explains what Dusttrust is. Anyway, so this soundtrack has very good songs, and we're going to be ranking all of them, besides the scrapped songs. These two scrapped songs, we're not going to be ranking them today. And also, in the time of making this video, if my microphone ever, sounds wonky, I do apologize. After all, my main microphone got broken because not the microphone, the port in my computer where I'd plug the microphone in got broken, so I unfortunately have to use my webcam. Excuse me. Anyways, let's get started. But the first song we are going to be listening to and ranking is Pseudochrist 1. Here, let me zoom in so you can see it. It is this first one here. Oh man, I have allergies. Okay, anyways, let's get started. So, of course, we're going to listen to the song. I'm going to turn my volume down. We're going to listen to the song, and while I'm going to end up talking about it. Now, real quick, I'd like to give a side note. This song was made a long time ago, so it's not, official. Once again, it is scrapped. However, the song was fully complete and was used at one point, and I do like it, so I am going to rank this one. Anyway. So, the beginning, really, from here to here, that is the star motif, of course. The star, Undertale, star, think. Yeah. Okay. So the star motif is a very common thing in Dusttrust culture. Used a lot to, you know, I don't know what it represents, but I know at the beginning, you know, it's like the, hey, you're here, like, you did all this, you know, like, you're here, so let's begin. Let's begin this. So, that's like the, okay, let's begin this. That's the start. I'd be assuming in the fight, this part is where he's explaining everything. He's, you know, like, explaining, like, hey, okay, let's get this started. You know, like a flashback to all the, monster Santa's killed, and, like, crucified. I mean, I'm assuming crucified because this is all, Christian Dusttrust. So, yeah. And then this is where you start the fight. And it also uses the, Dusttrust melody. The that one, in the song. However, it does change up the melody a little bit, and you'll notice that in the second iteration of the song. So this part right here is be assuming, sorry for my stutter, be assuming that this part is like a sort of like a reminiscent of, it's like memories, you know, memories of like like when it goes like that means like that it went up, you know, like the like that part. It probably emphasized like everything was fine, everything was okay until you came, when it goes like that, this part, you know, like everything was fine before this note here, and then it goes up and, you know, like emphasizes like, hey, like, look at what you've done, you've made everything so much worse. And I really like that. And then like when the pitch increases, it probably emphasizes, you know, like here we are now, like none of that matters anymore. We're just gonna keep fighting. I questioned this part. I don't really know much like about what it would mean, so we're just gonna move on forward. And if I do get something in my my big brain, we'll explain it. So the pace increases here. Now, if you listen closely, you can hear the star motif. Now, I'd be assuming this would be a part where Sans would be like, why? Just why? After all I've explained to you, you keep going. Just why? If you know what I mean. And when it says Like that emphasizes papyrus. So like papyrus has something to do with this. I mean, I don't know much about the Quietus lore, other than, you know, it is Papyrus died probably by Sans killing him due to knowledge probably gifted to him by God himself. You're gonna hear the bass in the background. The dun 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 dun. That bass is used in a lot of Dusttrust songs. The part where it goes da, 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 da. Okay, that part. Oh my gosh, that part emphasizes, you know, like I'm gonna use that power. I'm gonna use that knowledge that God gifted me. I don't care what none of what I say matters. So I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna keep going. And nothing's gonna stop me. I'd be assuming this part is where he's starting to give up a little bit, you know, be like, you know, I mean, if you listen to the way the overdriven guitar is played, it sounds like a backing up, like you're stepping away from it. Like I can imagine Sans grinning here, but like a slight grin, like not a complete grin, like a slight grin, like he knows what he's doing, but at the same time, he doesn't have as much hope as he used to. And I feel like this part would emphasize everyone like being like this part right here. Very catchy about, by the way. This emphasizes, you know, I don't want to let anyone down, but I feel the need to give up. I don't see the point. But God, our Lord and Savior, brought me this message. He brought me this message. So what should I do? This part and the beginning are the same, which is very nice. It's like progressive like rock or something. So I am going to, from what I said, I don't really like this song as much as I would if for this one, which I'll get into right now actually. So I'm gonna put this one in like, it's in between A and B tier, so I'm gonna put it in B tier for now. Now let's listen to the next track. Game Over. So it's kind of just looping. Anyway, this song is creepy because, you know, what Sans' goal, he was gifted this knowledge by God, you know, to kill you, to get rid of you, to rid of your existence. And he done that. And he says, it's perhaps it's better off this way. For you, anyway. Because, as you know, it's all about the human, the one who he's fighting. Which, you know, is really cool. And it's creepy because he's like, it's just a still song, you know, it's still. Nothing much to it. Nothing much to it. And that's this one's hard to explain, really. So I am going to put this one. These two have the same thumbnail, so we're gonna just order them. Yeah, order them. Okay, this is Game Over. So I'm gonna put Game Over in A tier. It also just sounds really cool. Alrighty. The next song we're gonna look at is Dies. Alright. Or, I don't know how you pronounce this. Let me, pronunciation. I'm so sorry. I do not know how to spell this word.
Dies Irae.
Alright. Okay. Dies Irae. Dies Irae. Dies Irae, okay. I have ascended. Now this is after phase 1 here. Is phase 2. So let's listen to it. So this is incorporates like him getting power, him you know, he's gaining his power in this intro. You know, he is you know, ascending. He's ascending to that new level of godlike power. And this is when he's done. Now, because this is Thaw, he's kind of just him going all out. So, you know, that's most of the song. This will be him, like, talking, you know, be like, I don't care anymore, like, I don't care, nothing matters. I'm doing this for all of us. Ironic, is it not? For throughout our history of coexistence, it's always been you, the humans, affected monsters. Your fear paralyzes any sense of conscience, reverting you back to mere desperate animals who do not even stop to see what they fight against, what they actually fight for. It is in your nature, isn't it? To destroy that which you do not understand, and torture, prolong the things you believe you control, and using it to draw preserved pleasure and satisfaction of ownership. But it all ends now. I will bring you down, and all others who dare step in the same wicked path you've carved. For I have been gifted power, responsibility, for I have ascended. And when it says I have ascended, you know, also credits to Dusttrust Wiki. When he says I have ascended, this is this part kicks in. And then he just goes back into the fight. Now, I do not know what that, the part it represents, but I'd be assuming it represents Papyrus, and not Sans, because it seems like we will learn that Sans' main motif is that, like, which we'll learn in the next song. Papyrus, like the so if you look in this artwork, Papyrus is sitting on top of a circle, like a sphere, on top of the earth. Meaning that he is probably the balance. He's balancing the earth, like the existence of the universe and the existence of everyone, and then the blade, the dagger that crosses against them. This dagger wedge being Sans and the human, crossing against all of the people who are living on this planet, who have been destroyed and trying to get controlled by the human itself. Assuming these are flashbacks that he is trying not to control because he doesn't want flashbacks to happen, because he doesn't want it to stop him and make him feel any other way. So this part happens right after those flashbacks. He would probably get back into the fight. Probably be him like being exhausted, a little exhausted. Says history will reverie me as a deity once I rid you of these lands, set your remains ablaze, and kindle a flame that will have forever embody your failure. Like him getting back up, getting back up. He's getting back up, but also falling down a little bit, but getting back up at the same time. Like when it goes, like right there. This part's like be emphasizing that it's the last straw, like this is the last time I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna use all my power and all my strength that I still have. hurts when he gets hit. Because he only had a little bit of power left. And he's done. I'm immediately putting this in S tier just because of how much it emphasizes. Perfect. Amazing. Perfection in every single way. And of course it's Thaw, so it's not the best. But it's still good. It's still amazing in every way. Yeah. These two songs I will save for a part 2. Actually, a part 2. Which I would make later. Anyway, that was the tier list so far. I will probably be doing editing when I on my videos, like when I feel like it, or when I actually, like fully just do it because I don't really. So, and if I do any editing, it's not gonna be again the best, but Anyway, I hope whoever is watching this video, whoever found this video, is having an amazing day, and has an amazing day, or night, or afternoon, or however long you have left to live. So, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, my friends.